What's up, guys? It's Ramon from NyneBlockGaming&Collectibles coming at you with another review. Today I have the original standard release Punisher. It is not the classic. The classic comes with the white belt, but it is one of my favorite iterations of it. Now, I said and did get out of the Mezco 112 figures, and then they started coming out with stuff like the Turtle set, the Fantastic Four, which I have to review. I haven't yet, but they are fantastic. No pun intended. Iterations. And one of the biggest reasons I got out of the Mezco line was because they never seemed to finish teams off. So I started looking at some of the figures they have, and I started thinking about a certain roster that would be awesome to do in Mezco, and it is the Midnight Suns. Now, I hope we get some of the female characters that we're missing out on, like Magic, but we have the entire male cast in Mezco figures. We have a Wolverine. You can use Brown Suit. You can use Tiger Stripe, Punisher, Ghost Rider, Doctor Strange, plenty others. I'm drawing blanks on some. Morpheus. There's a couple. Or Morbius, not Morpheus. We're not talking about... I can't think today. Neo and that movie that is not coming to me. But you can really do a good job if you want to pick up those figures to complete a partial cast of the Midnight Suns, and you can throw some Marvel Legends if you throw some cloth goods on, like a Magic figure, which I don't really think needs cloth goods. It's not like she has a cape or anything. But you could eventually, or somewhat, create customs to fill that void, which isn't much, but, I mean, the male characters we have surely do put a decent roster up for Midnight Suns. So that's why I got back into it. And in order to do that, I needed this Punisher. It's a great figure. It's probably the best... Mezco's iterations of Punisher are probably the best Punisher figures on the market. I really hope we would get something like a Mezco, but with Daredevil being made, maybe we will see one in the future. But before I get into the review, guys, if you enjoy my videos and you enjoy this video, please hit that like. And if you keep watching videos from me, subscribe to the channel. And if you are waiting for me to post a video, hit that notification bell and be notified as I release. So, with that being said, let's get into the review. So here we have the Punisher. I just have him holding his rifle. Great figure. Look at the sculpt all around. The, black jeans with the black hoodie and the white skull vest with a darker brown gray. It has a place for his knife. I'll show you that then. Articulation's good. Only thing I don't like, and they'll probably wear, is there's like this rubber on the back of the elbows for elbow pads, and that probably will crack if you move it around too much, but this is an old figure and it's not cracked yet. So inside this slip cover we have this Mezco 112 case. On the back it has the side image of Punisher. On the side you have a skull, same as the other, but one of the coolest images I think is right here. Now it's an image that isn't the actual Punisher we have, but it's just a cool artwork for this Punisher. That is what our box looks like outside of the bottom with your warnings. Not a toy, because it's an action figure for adults. Now, let's get into accessories. He has two fist hands. One's on him right now. You get a Punisher stand. If I can get it out of here. Let's see if I can. So close. Punisher logo stand. All Mezcos come with the logo of the specific character they created with the stand for it. Heads. We have this battle damaged head paint applications on this are just great, as you can see. And this slightly battle damaged and yelling head. I mean, the sculpt, if you look at the eyes, they just did such a good job on these Punishers. You got 2 trigger hands. The other one's on him holding the gun. Two gripping hands. And then these 2 separate hands. I think this one holds, I was going to say grenades, but it could be the grenades for the grenade launcher. I'm unsure as to what this hand's supposed to be. And maybe just a punch of some sort. Then for your guns, you get this blast effect. You simply just plug it in, and there's a hole in each of these. And you can see there's actually a bullet at the tip. Really cool. They put a lot of detail into these guys. Here is the knife. And that'll plug in right there, so you can have it on him. Let's get out the magazine for the gun. They actually come out, which is awesome. Let's see that. And you can see the bullet in the front. The amount of detail Mezco puts in to their figures is it's extraordinary for a company to do that. Now, I swore this, it does. There's your bullet. So you can have like one on the ground, one in his hand like he's reloading. Each one comes with an additional magazine. Here is the pistol. You can see it's silver with black. And one of the coolest things is, see how the hammer actually cocks back. And the barrel slides out the front like a real gun. You don't get like the discharge shell or anything showing on the side though. But it's just awesome. And same way with this. And you get an additional one of those in the package. You get a grenade launcher. See that? I don't know how it stays put though. I guess it don't. But this rotates like a real one would. And you can actually load real grenade rounds into it, which I will show you. You get 6 of these. So here's a round, goes right in, comes right out. Oh, and this completely disconnects if you so choose to do that. Very, very cool. Amounts of detail in everything this company does. And remember, the reason I said I originally, and I did, I had a lot of Mezco. Some of its figures are my favorite. It's frustrating collecting a line, and they just never fill out or round out a team. That was my biggest gripe with them. When they come out with full teams like the Fantastic Four box set, I mean, I just had to buy that. I can't ignore sets like that because you're completing a team, one purchase, and that's it. So here's the other things you get. You get this bag to put the parts in if you want to discard the entire figure, and then you get this piece right here that simply is for the stand. Now we'll go over articulation of this figure, and it is pretty good. So the soft goods here don't really do much hindering of the Punisher. So look at that. Arm goes way above a T-pose. So you get a ton of range, and it's smooth. You got a butterfly joint in there. If it wasn't for the clothes, and I don't want to do it because of the fabric, but you could essentially completely 360 the arm. You do have a bicep swivel in there, so as long as you're manipulating the plastic, you can get these to go any way you choose. Double jointed elbow. All of this stuff at his waist comes off. Like, you can take the vest off. Right here are the two plugs, and then the belt has one somewhere. I think it's underneath this, but you can literally take all that off, just have him in black gear if you would like. But that is the only way you're going to get your ab crunch out of it. Let's go back up to the head. Head goes side to side, rotates 360. Chin into chest and up incredibly high. It's a double ball joint. The neck actually is moving along with the head. You can see here these are fully rotating 360. One of the things I don't like is the black peg for the arm in there, but ton of range and movement. He does have little hip rotation, but you can't really do it. Thigh rotation. Kicks up to right around 90 degrees. We got a double jointed knee, and he can kick back that far. There is a boot cut. And one of the worst things Mezco does articulation-wise is the ankles, but the Punisher has a little better than most with a, almost knee-high boot. He does get some swivel there and a decent amount of range, but no toe joint on a high action figure. So that is it for your original release, Mezco Punisher. Stay tuned in the shorts. I'm going to have some posed photos. I'm going to have fun with this guy. I'm going to try to make it as long as I can in the short section. But there's a lot you can do with these Mezco figures, especially with all of the accessories you get with him. And Frank Castle here is going to be looking great in the shorts. So what do I rate this figure? This is absolutely a 10 out of 10. As long as you like the cloth action figures. And I love characters like this and why I think they look so good. If they're in like civilian gear, it looks much better than action figures that are in jumpsuits, in my opinion. Because jumpsuited action figures, you lose the muscle definition they have on comic book pages, and they look like they're in a 90. So most of the figures, and that was one of the other reasons I liked the idea I was going with for a Midnight Suns, because like outside of Wolverine, I don't have any figures that are necessarily muscular, tight suit wearing figures. They're mostly civilian, magician, vampire. So all of their clothing looks really good. And then like Fantastic Four, clearly they're not like the superhuman strength group outside of Thing that only has some shorts on. So they look great. And then Johnny Storm with all the flame effects. We'll get into that during the review. But yeah, 10 out of 10 with this guy's accessories, 10 out of 10. Paint applications and detail in the face, 10 out of 10. You can even see like there's a shiny gloss over the bulletproof vest he has. Excellent. So accessories, paint applications, articulation, all 10. Box, so you're on shelf. If you're an in-box collector with that cool art, that's great. I don't know that there's anything else they could do with these figures to improve them. It's just a awesome figure. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you find one, these guys go for like $275 to $300. I got lucky. I picked this guy up for $200. A guy was selling out all of his figures and offering them for cheap prices. I jumped on and grabbed him. It was right when I was deciding to collect Mezco again, so I got a deal. So if you see anything that low on this guy and you like what you see in this video, pick him up. Prices are only getting high. The original, this is the original, but the OG Punisher that has the white belt and white plate, that guy goes for like $400 or $500. You find deals on those guys, snag them. Great action figure, constantly increasing in value if you want to sell in the future. It's not like you're going to have depreciating value in your action figure. Worth holding on to. Buy these guys. Even at the price points they're currently sitting at, which seems expensive, it is a great figure. Best Frank Castle Punisher we have ever seen. Only thing I can ask Mezco to do is go with one of the coolest characters. They've done a lot of Punishers. We didn't get the Cosmic Ghost Rider yet, though. That would be awesome. I love that iteration of Frank Castle, you know, going to hell, making a deal with Mephisto to become a Ghost Rider, gets out of hell, gets the power cosmic from Galactus, and then just starts destroying everything. Great books. But yeah. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, again, hit the like, subscribe, notification. Stay tuned for the shorts of this awesome figure, and I'll see you next time. Later.